In the winter when the trees losing all their leaves, stuff is dead. When you're dealing with New Year's and New Year's resolutions, again, you're dealing with spirits of this world. And like the book that everybody love to read, it says the knowledge of this world is foolish. And it clears to show you. That's why I got April Fools. It's just foolish knowledge to even be thinking it's a new year. But I was there at once, but we all need to wake up. We all need to wake up to the truth, man, because the truth is for us. And you need to understand that no matter what we read, no matter what book we got, no matter nothing, crafted counsel was for a certain group of people. A lot of books was written to confuse us, and the one we love was written to confuse us. And this book can tell you in Psalms 83 that the crafted counsel was against the chosen ones. The chosen ones of who? The Father, who the devil is trying to be like. So Negroes couldn't read. That's a part of the crafted counsel that they took against us right there. They stopped us from reading a book. We was killed. Our whole family was slaughtered. And we picked up one book. So that tells you how powerful you is and how, and how strong and how smart and how intelligent you are. So, man, it's just crazy. And I'm going to touch on the little food topic at the end, because that's another thing about wake up. In sports, they tell you to eat right. But this is spiritual teaching. This is circumcising of your flesh, overcoming your flesh, so you can connect with your spiritual father. So yes, eating right is a big, big part in connecting with your father. And since I love my brothers and sisters so much, I'm always preaching. And Dr. Suba is somebody we really need to start paying attention to. But we're gonna always talk about spiritual teachings. Anything I teach, I don't really like to call myself a teacher. Anything I talk about is dealing with your soul and your spirit. So we're gonna talk about Adam and Eve first of all. We're gonna talk about Hebrew language, and we're gonna understand that Hebrew language is spiritual. And we still talk Hebrew language in English. My dog over there, man. Them pigs out there, them vultures out there. All that spiritual talk. That's Hebrew language. And Hebrew is a very unique language. It has 22 alphabets. Each alphabet has a spiritual meaning and a number value to each alphabet. So the authors of this Bible knew this, but half of the people that read this Bible don't even know this. We don't know nothing about the spiritual meaning of nothing. We just know the English meanings, which was transferred from Hebrew. So they put it in their code. So the Bible, this Bible is a secret code, but it's hidden in plain sight because we speak the language. It's inside us. The language is inside us. The language is not written down. It's the spiritual talk that we talk. We talk in any language. You can speak spiritual talk in French. You can speak spiritual talk in Japanese, because it's the God that inside us that able us to understand the universal spiritual connection that we have with Him. But we have been dumbed down to not reach that connection, and that's why I also said my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So we're gonna get on Adam and Eve. Adam means man. You can look it up. In Hebrew, the word Eve means living. So Adam and Eve was never about man and woman. It was about man and the soul, the living soul that is inside the man, which the soul fell into prostitution when it actually came down into this flesh. That's why a lot of people feel like, man, I feel like I don't belong here. My soul don't feel that, man. My soul feel different. Yeah, because some of our soul comes strictly from the Father. We trapped in this flesh. And Satan is the master of flesh. So he can deceive us in the flesh. And that's why it's important for us to destroy our flesh. So once we destroy our flesh, Satan can't mess with us no more. So that's what the whole circumcision of the Bible is talking about. It's about teaching somebody how to destroy their flesh, to overcome their flesh, so they won't destroy their soul, which is inside their flesh. And I'm going to start off with the prophets. Jeremiah and Isaiah. I'm going to go to Isaiah 54 and 5. Isaiah 54 and 5. It say, for your maker is your husband. The Lord Almighty is his name. So it say, your maker is your husband. So if you already got a husband, why are you married on earth? So what marriage is this Bible talking about? An earthly marriage, or it's talking about the marriage with the Father? That's how things, a lot of stuff has been switched. That's why the New Testament is all switched. A lot of stuff in this Bible is true, but it's the crafty counsel and the twisted information and the misteaching that makes it seem false. And that's why Paul words, a lot of stuff Paul words is twisted. And that's why I say a lot of Paul words is hard to understand, because we don't understand the spiritual talk, because we have been dumbed down to this world. And we're not connected with our spiritual world that we come from. I'm going to go to Jeremiah chapter 3. Okay, this is Jeremiah talking about if a man divorces his wife. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. If a man divorces his wife and she leaves him and marries another man, should he return to her again? Will not the land be completely defiled? But you have lived as a prostitute with many lovers. Would you now return to me? So God is Jeremiah is talking to Israel because he was a prophet. He understood spiritual talk, and he was connected with the Father. And he was telling Israel, your soul has been in Egypt. Your soul has been everywhere but with me. Your soul has been with this world, but your soul has not been with me. Your soul returned. We want your soul to return to me. Because that's why I read in Isaiah 54 that our husband is our maker, which is the soul. And this is what this Bible talk about. But Satan and his crafty counsel had twisted to this worldly knowledge. And we're going to go, I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to go to verse 2. Look to the barren heights and see, is there any place where you have not been ravished? By the roadside you have sat waiting for lovers, sat like a nomad in the desert. You have defiled the land with your prostitution and wickedness. And I'm gonna go down to 3 and 4. You have not just called to me, my father, my friend, whom my youth. Will you always be angry? Will your wrath continue forever? This is how you talk, but you do all evil you can. Oh, I must ain't really mean to read that. Disregard that, I ain't really mean that. We're going to go with verse, I'm going to go to Revelations. I know a lot of people love Revelation. I'm going to go with Revelations 19:7. Hope I'm being understood. I'm not losing nobody. I'm just trying to clear the spiritual teachings of the Bible up, man. You know, and help people understand that this Bible is spiritual talk. This Bible is our talk. You know, we need to start thinking in the spirit more and get out the flesh. I'm going to go to Revelation 19:7. It say, let us rejoice and be glad and give him glory, for the wedding of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. Fine linen, bright and clean, was given her to wear. Fine linen stands for the righteousness acts of the saints. Okay, so this is the wedding of the Lamb. The wedding of the Lamb, we are the Lamb, children of Israel. We got to make our soul ready for our Father, who is our husband, which it says in Isaiah. He is the husband to our soul. And your soul has a feminine name. Yes, that's why it was called Eve, a feminine name. All the authors of this Bible knew it. Everything I'm saying, all the authors of this Bible knew this when they was writing it down. They knew all this. You know, the soul was a virgin when it was with the Father. That's why it was prostitution when it came into the world, because it forgot about the Father when it entered this world, into this body. So when it entered this body, it forgot about the Father, so it went prostituting. That's why we've been in slavery. Israel went prostituting everywhere, but it didn't go to the Father. This is what this is saying. And I'm going to clear this up too. No one is worthy of salvation if you still love this world, which is the place of deception. I repeat myself. No one is worthy of salvation if you still love this world, Babylon, the place of deception. So, I'm just trying to help people, man. This Bible is about your soul, because our Father is the Father of all souls, the Father of all spirits. This Bible is strictly about your soul, the spiritual teachings of your soul. You know, and see, that's what Ephesians tell us. Ephesians 6 and 12. Ephesians 6 and 12. It say, for our struggle is not against with flesh and blood, but against with rulers. But against the rulers, against the authorities, and against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. So, what are we struggling with? We are struggling with the spirits of this world who really has domain over us until we wake up. This is the wake up of the Negroes. We really control this world. So that's what he told Adam. Let Adam have domain over everything on this earth. So we need to reconnect our souls with the Father. You reconnect with your soul, with your Father, and gain self-knowledge. You will understand who you are. And I'm going to go into my flesh. And then once you understand who you are, which is a God, you will not want to even eat flesh. You will not want to eat dead body parts. Which is something our Father never wanted us to do. Which is, you know, not understanding that our forefathers went backwards. They did not go forward. They was going backwards when they heard his counsel. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 7 and 22. Jeremiah and Isaiah is two very important books. Not scriptures. I don't read the Bible for scriptures. I read the Bible for books. Jeremiah 7 and 22. It say, for when I brought your forefathers out of the land of Egypt and spoke to them, I did not just give them commandments. I did not give them commandments about burnt offerings and sacrifices, but I gave them this command: obey me, and I will be your God, and you will be my people. Walk in the ways I command, that it may go well with you. But they did not listen or pay attention. Instead, they followed the stubbornness of their evil hearts. They went backwards and not forward. Our forefathers went backwards. So, again, with the crafty counsel of the devil and the authors of this Bible, they knew this. So they got us following the Torah of a bunch of forefathers who was going backwards. And they was not going forward. That's why when you turn to Daniel didn't eat flesh. Because he wasn't following his forefathers. He was going forward. He was going to the prophets that they slain. That they not telling us about. You know, a lot of stuff has been twisted, people. You know, please don't believe everything you read. If you're not studying, if you're not searching, if you're not meditating is a big thing. Meditate on everything you read. You know, I can go to Hosea 4 and 6. All through this Bible, it tell you our Father do not delight in burnt offerings. And everybody knows, even in Malachi, the Father say, I do not change. So our Father wouldn't accept burnt offerings back then, and now he don't want them. No. Hosea 6 and 6. It say, for I desire not in sacrifice, and acknowledgement of God rather than burnt offerings. So the Father saying, clearly saying, I do not. I don't want it. I'm gonna go to let me go to Psalms 50. See what David said. I don't want to keep it out too long and lose you. Let's go to 50 and 9. I have no need of a bull from your stall, or of goats from your pens. For every animal of the forest is mine, and the cattle on 1,000 hills. So, who was the children of Israel sacrificing animals to? It wasn't our Father. Must have been the spirits of the world, because the Father say, I don't need that. Every animal is mine. The spirits, they don't own animals, so they don't mind killing. They don't mind smelling their flesh. They don't mind eating. The Father don't need that. It say, do I eat this 50 and 13? Do I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Sacrifice, thank offerings to God. Fulfill your vows of the Most High and call upon me in the day of trouble. Well, no, I'm sorry. Let me go to 50 and 12. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine and all that is in it. So, if I'm sacrificing to my Heavenly Father who owns the world and everything in there and control everything, so I ain't got to feed him. If anything, I'd be asking him to feed me. And that's what we need to understand, man. This is the land of deception, and we have been deceived on every level. Meditate, man, because we have been lied to. And flesh eating is a form of love teaching, man. This is strictly love. Somebody tell you, man, stop eating flesh. Some people pay $1,000 to go see a doctor that's making them sicker. And for free, they got knowledge floating around here, especially Dr. Subah, man. We really need to tap into him and understand that the prophets, we are not dead. The prophets are not dead. Dr. Subah, they just killed him, but he was a prophet. We need to stop looking for dead prophets and start realizing who the living prophets are. We need to really pay attention to Dr. Subah, because he could really help us connect to the Father with the alkaline diet. What you eat, even in sports, they tell you, if you ain't eating right, you're not going to perform right. So in the spiritual world, it go the same way. If you ain't eating right, you ain't going to connect to your true spiritual Father. You might, so eating right, man, is a form of love teaching, and it's another way for you to gain your powers. True black man, also precious black woman. If you eat right, everything on you will work correctly. You will be a different being. America knows this. The doctors you go to know this, but they don't want to tell you this. Peace out, family, one love. This is soul and spirit teaching. This is cleanness of this pollution of this world, man, because we full of pollution. Our soul full of prostitution, spiritual prostitution, So we need to return back to our Father with our soul, man. Our Father is a spiritual Father. So for us to connect to the spiritual world, these are the things we have to repent and do. I did it, you could do it. It's easy once you begin to walk. Peace out, one love.